the thing about it, though, is that it's easier for you to get to winners finals. It's a shorter path to winners finals where you get more points because you're in a first to 3. Where you get another point if you win because you got 3 game wins instead of 2.
What are we doing a button check? What is this neutral, bro? Nope, this is the game. We're just pressing.
We're pressing in a nice. Wait for that BC to come out. Counter BC from jungle.
Dude, we are both players already below half moon. What happened, man? What happened to the game I used to love?
See, that's the thing is one of them may make sense that they wouldn't have moon, but the other I'm just like, huh? Why?
We are turning blue for an amazing reason. Okay.
Oh, and linear ID catching Klepper. Oh, unfortunate drop. Oh,
Obscure Zone viewers! Obscure Zone viewers!
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Crystal.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Crystal.
I'm so sorry.
That one has to stay in, bro.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Obscure Zone viewers.
That was a whole round. That was a bad one. That was a really bad one.
Dude, we got to get a production, dude.
Yeah.
Desi, can you come
really
in and work production for us?
Yeah, true.
Can you just change the scenes?
Landing down with that GC. A great fatal opening for jungle here. We're just taking that full screen 236 to get that charge in. Go back to that mid screen, but we're right back in. Klepper a little bit patient in this neutral here.
805C. That's going to be big damage.
Yeah, a little bit patient in the neutral, letting jungle kind of pull up and take that space without much of a contest from Klepper. But now we're finding that ID out of the corner, challenging out plus frames, but a little bit of a gap and a great shield from jungle on that gap. Fade back JP, but not able to convert.
Oh, catching that dive kick with the massive Rekka hitbox.
The
Vlov
lariat
got a big
follow-ups. Just active hitboxes in front of you, catching that dive kick from Klep.
Yep, big disjoints. And jungle takes game 1.
Game 1 over Klepper here. Yeah, these two have played quite a bit before in brackets, and historically, jungle has been coming out on top. I think Klepper is just a little bit uncomfortable playing into Vlov here.
Yep.
Oh, and sees that stage shell, but not quite ready to bite. A dive kick out of that tech, though. And we're going to be able to collect OTG all the way to the corner, and Klepper able to get something started here. Charge 5C into that low, catching jungle, trying to stand shield. But not enough. We're not able to convert, and jungle's out with another shield BC.
All right, we're going to the corner here. Yeah, Mash feels like...
Oh, unfortunate drop for jungle there. And plus frames.
Well, you didn't block? Wow, okay.
Yeah, you didn't block. You're trying to move to go challenge that whiff dive kick, but the EX cancel on whiff. Gonna catch you.
Yeah, I don't really... Was that air throw? Where are we going,
Whoa, and frame 5 ADP finds its mark. Not able to convert once again. Overhead finds a tick throw finally, and OS on the tap the tap heat from jungle. Klepper, a little rocky, but we got there. We had that structure to close out the round, take that heat, and that's a lot of meter off the board for jungle.
Which is very, very important.
Very nice, yes.
Especially now that
yeah, there we go. There's that spin for the plus frames, and nice! Perfect from Klep. Sees that up fireball and challenges with that big grounded burst range to sneak under.
Yep. Okay. Wow.
Fail back throw, left, right.
Shield back.
You're shielding, crushing!
No!
Fatal on the low shield. There we go. Klepper finally finds the right response to that shield.
Will the Mash player get more than 4K? Barely. You got charged 6C fatal. You get 4.3,
That was 5C. Which, I don't know if that's the craziest starter. I don't know what the routing looks like off of that.
I don't know. It was a fatal charge normal. I feel like those normally make you explode.
BC out. Still able to get that C on the way down. And clashes through the moonskip with a great EX cancel from jungle. Fantastic reaction to that clash from jungle.
Yep, and we are...
Swung things back in jungle's favor, and a little bit of a drop, and Klepper a little bit hesitant on that challenge, and jungle just able to run up 2A, 2A, 2A.
Yep, and this is going to be corner. How do you get out?
Yeah, one more good touch can do it. You have a tap, and charge heat goes unchallenged, but yeah, you're trying to make that space after the heat. But, I mean, jungle consent to just lay on the stomp, challenge immediately, force you to interact, and wait it out after your own heat. Holding that shield.
All right.
Jump again, but no meter to air unblockable.
Good, find our way in.
There we go, clashing through with that shield bash. Once again, that burst that's the burst range movement is how you want to play against Vlov, especially if you're on a character with a very advancing grounded move like that, or a fireball perhaps as well, is you want to just play in that burst range where you can get in there under one of the up fireballs. Very important to monitor your burst range against this character. Klepper, finding the way to do it here in this the second game here. Overhead blocked, but a throw bait on the IED. A stand tech from jungle is going to seal the deal. And Klepper evens it up 1-1.
All right. Keeping it close here. Yeah, Klepper did a great job this game of finding those hits, finding those opportunities, making his offensive turns count. And that's what's really going to make or break this matchup, is whether or not Klepper can find those ins with those movement tools, with that charge 236B, with those dive kicks.
Yep.
And when he is able to get in, whether or not he's able to utilize that strike throw.
He's got to stay stable. He's got to stay stable.
Yep.
That's the thing. If Klepper can keep it tight, keep it stable, and get in and get his turn, he should be fine. But if he has to keep dropping, keep going back to neutral, where jungle can kind of just nickel and dime him out of here, it's going to be really tough to bring it back.
Shit.
And there we go. Another up fireball and another shield bash from Klepper on top of these callouts. Fantastic. We can see now, like that first one that came out was a little bit of a reaction, but that one right there that we just saw at the start of this round, preemptive. Klepper is on to these timings.
Yep. Oh,
Rebeat into
2B.
2A. Or 2C, sorry, catching that low shield.
Okay, we got actual damage.
Very nice
4.6.
damage, but
Oh, the
a little
reset? No, you
unfortunate.
didn't. Okay.
The hit stun scaling.
Oh, you can't backdash.
Oh, and
Nope.
caught on that backdash. EX cancel structure from jungle. Catching some of those options on that delay Rekka follow-up. JB safe jump. Just playing for rebeats here. Keeping it simple. Catching that jump with 5B. And I really like that change up in the tempo from jungle.
I would have just killed there. I don't know why. Okay,
And
never
6C
mind.
finds his mark.
My
I
fault.
really like that adaptation from jungle because we've been going just into simple, we're just going to keep the blockchain going until we can go into stomp, go into zoning. And Klepper's been able to get through the zoning, so we're going to keep it, go back to basics, go for these rebeats, run up, catch these defensive options, try to catch this movement.
Good shield, and you're out. Back to neutral. Never mind.
Yep, and right on top of him.
There was a meter KO there, Hero. Yeah, you could just 2-bar.
Ooh, tries to reset into a dive kick, but doesn't
Oh my
quite
God,
find the smart,
Klepper's
but we're
going
able
all
to
over
cancel
the
on plus
place.
frames. Right in there with the shield bash plus frames. Low shield from jungle, expecting a 2C, but instead, Klepper finds that ID in, resets that pressure, finds that fatal.
Klepper is hustling his ass all over the screen.
Tries to catch that BC
Another
there,
air
but another
fireball.
up fireball caught by that shield bash from Klepper. A perfect to answer back. Set point. Ice Vlov now though, you gotta be careful.
Yep.
Extra scary. Clashing
Stop
through
doing
again.
air fire. I mean, I guess doesn't matter if you do air ground fireball. I think you're gonna clash the other way, but you do have arc drive now, so you have to.
Yeah, you
be
have
ready
arc
for
drive to
that.
cancel, but no moon drive, so you are gonna have to make that reaction and get that input out. You can't just default to a late BC.
Oh
No
you're dead.
cancel!
Bye.
Fantastic offensive structure from Klepper there. Goes for that 5B, no cancel. Waits out that heat. Jungle trying to catch Klepper, overextend with those mash plus frames.
I mean,
Just
it's
goes for that no
possible here.
cancel.
Oh,
and another
yeah.
an unfortunate whiff there. 5C just narrowly misses that shield. That was the right play, but
Yep.
just out of range. And Jungle gonna get caught by Klepper here with a couple great adaptations in game 3.
Yep.
2-1, gonna make it very, very close here on the loser's side as Klepper moves on.
Yep. Jungle, I think, just made it a little bit. Playing a little bit too risky on those like later defensive situations. A lot of shields that were whiffing, a lot of heats that were whiffing. I guess just the one heat that was whiffing, but it was a very important heat. Put her like really behind in the resource game and made it very, very hard for her to get out.
Yeah,
of
it
the
made it
corner.
harder for you to contest those clashes. And what it means is that all Klepper needed to do was change up his offensive structure so that we're calling out those high risk options from jungle. I think if jungle was a little more patient, you know, trying to preemptively heat and everything,